What is going on, good people? It is time for Impact Wrestling Review for 7/19/2018, the most recent episode of Impact Wrestling. We'll talk about it. DJ here and Rabbit Jones on the other end. No Casey tonight. He is at camp. He might come in, might not come in. I don't know. But business as usual. I thought this was a pretty good show for a go-home show. Usually, I think we as a whole, I think we kind of complain because you package heavy. Go-home shows are usually very video package heavy and very segment heavy. But this one, I think the segments had purpose. I felt like the matches had purpose. I thought the matches were pretty good on top of that too. So I was definitely excited going into this show. I'm excited for Slammiversary. I'm gonna try to watch it. I'm gonna try to watch Slammiversary if I can. That's one of my goals is to watch Slammiversary so we can talk about it, even if it's just a little quick recap. But Rabbit, any overall thoughts on the go home shows to Slammiversary?
Yeah, I ain't seen nothing special in the joint the whole time, especially for run up to the pay per view. You expect more, something to get you in the feeling of I gotta watch that. You know what I'm saying? They ain't give us none of that, but it was just a decent show though.
Yeah, it feels like that's how go home shows are now. Like they don't necessarily get you excited for the pay per views anymore. They're just like, this is a throwaway show before the pay per view. It feels like. But we started out with Petey Williams versus Killer Cross. I'm gonna hit the segments and the video packages, but not as much, just because like we don't really talk too much about the video packages. If I thought it was kind of cool, I might hit it. If you got any video packages or segments that you think of that you're just like, oh, I really like that one, feel free to throw it out there. But starting out with Petey Williams versus Killer Cross. I know I said I hate Killer Cross, and I do. But at the same time, I thought he looked really good in this match. Because it wasn't a jobber match. It wasn't this quick squash type of a match. I liked his power game in this match. I thought his power game was really good in this match. Some of the moves he used, his suplexes look nice. His power moves look nice. They look, they flow well. I feel like for him, I'm still not too much of a fan of him, but I do like his in ring work. So I'm trying to keep an open mind still. And I like his cross jacket type of submission that he ends the match with. Usually, I love it though. I like how he kind of has the fear in everybody, the fear in the competitor he's going against, the fear in the that helps out a little bit too with him kind of having that fear of everybody kind of fearing him. And I like how he still uses the cross at the end. As kind of when he lays somebody out, he still puts the cross on there, kind of keeping that continuity. But Rabbit, thoughts on Petey Williams versus Killer Cross?
Yeah, I ain't like the match itself, but like you said, again, he just ain't doing anything to make me hate him. Put it like that. You know what I'm saying? Killer Cross. So it's just the fact that there's nothing sticking out to make me say get this dude off the screen. You know what I'm saying? So he's just floating by, you know what I'm saying, on in a medium range right now for me, where he almost a jobber and he almost a middle card. You know what I'm saying? Nothing near no main event, but he almost he teetering in the middle of everything. Like this match right here, like I said, I always wanted to see more of him, but I like when he had my man. He did something different I never seen before. He did a chin lock on my man wrist when he held his wrist down like that. That was something different. You were using your chin. That was something different. Then he was doing a lot of T-bone suplexes. I know Big Papa Pump, holla if you hear me. He had an issue with my man doing all these T-bone suplexes in there, but it was all right though. They was nice. He was put them down precise and all that. They was nice though. But one problem I had with him was the Hulk ups. We're not gonna be doing Hulk ups. One thing I need that banned in professional wrestling. You cannot do the Hulk up. Stop that, man. I hate that when somebody do that. And then his finisher, I can't take it. I don't like it. I can't take that finisher. It's too lazy. It's too lame. He not. It's just. And then when you look at it, that there's no way that hurts. You know what I'm saying? First of all, everybody when you get somebody in a chokehold, the first thing they want to do is get their arm in there. So his arm already in there. There's no choking them. I don't even know what this move meant. You know what I'm saying? So I didn't like that. I didn't like that move because it didn't look like it hurt. They didn't play it right. And then when I look at it, it's just a move that it don't hurt anyway. You know what I'm saying? Even if you apply that the hardest you can, that was something that just it's not gonna take the win out of you or none of that. So I don't know what that was. I ain't like that little hold at the end. I just ain't like that. But I like when they call when Petey hit that Took the World DDT on him. That's a nice DDT to put on a huge dude like that, dog. That was nice. The Tilt the World joint. But you can't do Hulk ups. That's banned from wrestling. Cannot do Hulk ups. Nobody. But I like when my man did a little chin joint where he held my man hand with his chin. Show a little strength and everything. But right now he's just teetering on the middle for me because he's not really a jobber too much for me. You know what I'm saying? But he not really a mid card either. So he's like in the middle where he can fall off or jump in. Either way with me. You know what I'm saying? So that's why I feel with Killer Cross. But when he do the thing at the end with the nah, no more of that. That don't do that no more. That it was lame when he was doing it. It was like a dub when we found out who it was. So let that go. Let us forget about that you was doing that. You know what I'm saying? Let everybody forget you was putting that on people and you was taking out Abyss and all these people. Let's forget about that. Don't remind us. You know what I'm saying? But right now he's just in the middle for me. DJ.
I do feel like I like that Alabama slam he did. But I was thinking in the back of my mind, I was like, that would be a really awesome Canadian Destroyer reversal. Like I was thinking about it when he was in it. I was like, that would be a really cool Canadian Destroyer reversal. I was kind of hoping they would have did that. But after that match, we went backstage with Joe Hendry, Katarina, and Grado. But there's something about Joe Hendry doing his little photo shoot or whatever. There's something about Joe Hendry I like. I don't know what it is yet, but there's something about him. He has like some sort of like he has something unique about him. I'm not sure what exactly it is, but I like it though. Like I like his all his little mannerisms and stuff like that. Even when he went to the ring later for his match, like there's just something about him I think draws me towards him, and I like it. And then we had that. We'll get into that match here in a second. Do you have any thoughts on the backstage segment with Joe Hendry?
Yeah. The same feel you do, and something about him it's just certain wrestlers you get this feel from them that they can be a star. It's just something about them they got something. They be doing something with their mannerisms. They got it. You know what I'm saying? So I, I feel the same way you do. It's just something about him that he is clicking. But you need to see more of him to really verify that. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, I want to see more of him too. I like this little backstage joint, but I can't stand Grotto on the screen. The girlfriend he have is I like her, man. I like her wrestling. She pretty. She need to be out there more with somebody besides Grotto. But I like this little thing they got going on with Grotto. Long as he don't get in the ring. You know what I'm saying? DJ?
All right. We had next the Desi Hit Squad. The Desi Hit Squad versus KM and Fala Ba. Um, I love how Gama Singh messed up his own guy's name though. I thought that was funny. I thought that was hilarious. He messed up his own guy's name. I was dying. Um, but this match was all right. It was okay. I still don't really like the Desi Hit Squad. Still don't know what to do with KM and Fala Ba. So it's hard. We talked about this last week, but it's hard to get behind. It just seemed like it's one of those things where it's like really hard to get behind because it's like, what makes me want to watch this? What makes me want to watch these four men in the ring? To be honest, and the Desi Hit Squad don't feel believable as a hit squad. And then KM and Fallah are jokes anyway, so it doesn't. There's no seriousness to this to make me be like, you know what? Yeah, I want to watch this. But the match was pretty good. I liked KM and Fallah doing that little steamroller type thing. But that was hilarious. I thought that was funny. But the Deadly Hit Squad does steal the victory with the feet on the ropes, with the roll up, the leverage pin, and I thought that was I think that was good for them. But at the same time, I think it's weird that we see them stealing victories like that against joke teams because it's like, how you gonna beat legit teams? You know, like if you got to steal a victory in that way, like I think a leverage pin to me is the lowest of the low of stealing a victory for me, in my opinion. Leverage pin is the lowest of the low. So if they beaten Cave and followed by with a leverage pin, and how the heck they gonna ever contend for anything? In my opinion, it's just how I feel about it. But Rabbit, thoughts on the Desi Hit Squad versus KM and the Fala Bah?
Man, for this match is some trash. But this is one of the KD's best matches. You know what I'm saying? That he ever had. Cause he had a nice over the top rope springboard splash that I like. You know what I'm saying? He had a nice neck breaker too on both of them. So that was nice. KD, but you still call KD, so you need to be off the screen. Then Fala, where my baba. He had a nice. I like his little steamroll, man. I like the steamroll. I give him that. But you don't turn into a clown to me, man. This whole match was just crazy. You know what I'm saying? Then you got, like you said, when you call them hit squad, okay, they the hit squad, but they're not making hits. They should have been the one putting a little tag on people. You know what I'm saying? But to me, they job was anyway. It's nothing you can do. You can't change this storyline to make them contenders. You know what I'm saying? They can make them contenders anyway, but they're not. They jobbers. Everybody look at them as jobbers. Each one of them, especially the one that haven't been on the screen that much. He looked more of a jobber than the one that what's his name? I think it's Rashu. Rashu.
Yeah, Rohit Raju. Yeah.
Rashu. Now he been on the screen more, but both of them together look like jobbers anyway. So when you insert the coach, manager, whatever he's supposed to be, it helps. It helps a little bit because he giving a different character off. So it helps keep them around. If they was by themselves, they'll be trash. They need to go. You know what I'm saying? But by having them on there, it's intriguing. It makes you want to hear, okay, what are you gonna say next? You know what I'm saying? So I like that little part they got with him, the little coach or manager, whatever he's supposed to be. I like that part about the whole thing. But this match was some garbage. Like I said, with the end, the only thing I don't agree with you is when people do the roll ups or whatever for the finish. To me, wrestling is supposed to be unpredictable. You shouldn't know how it should end. You know what I'm saying? So all endings is up on the table for me. You know what I'm saying? So any kind of end, you can poke them in the eye. If they can't open their eye no more, hey, it's over. You know what I'm saying? To me, any way you do it, because if you play basketball, if somebody give you a layup all the time, you're just taking a layup. You know what I'm saying? Hey, you can't stop me. That's it. That's all we gonna do. You know what I'm saying? So to me, if roll up there, you get it. You know, you take it. If it's a win, you slide out of there with the win. But to me, it was a way to make them heelish. You know what I'm saying? Everybody they trying to give off the fact that they supposed to be heelish. And it's hard to give it off to make them hitters because they not. They just jobbers and nobody can fear them. You know what I'm saying? They got a good name, Desi Hit Squad, but they don't fit that. You know what I'm saying? Like when you see LAX, they fit that. You know what I'm saying? They don't fit Desi Hit Squad. You know what I'm saying? Unless they gonna find some more characters in here to put in there that makes it look like a hit squad. You know what I'm saying? But like you said, it just don't give you the feel. DJ?
Um, I think just piggybacking on the roll up thing, I think it really just depends. Like for heels, it does kind of work, but I think more so, especially when faces do it, it feels weak. Like I can still think back to Bobby Roode versus Lashley when Roode beat him, and I still like to this day I'm like that feels like it was a fluke. You know, like it feels like it was a fluke. Now fluke victories go a little bit better for heels, just because like they're trying to win by any means possible. So I understand that, but moving on, we had the little video package with Conan and King and the whole LAX, new LAX versus the OGs, or LAX versus the OGs, I guess I should say. I like this. I thought it was pretty good. Um, and I think it went well with the whole storyline and kind of summed it up really well with the different aspects of it. And I like how it has different wrinkles to it too, with the personal aspect between Conan and King, and then you got obviously Santana and Ortiz trying to prove themselves against the OGs as well. So you got so many different things, so many different layers within it that I think make this interesting. I think this was one of the most interesting feuds they have right now, just because of the different layers. There's so many different ways that they keep you intrigued in it. But Rob, you got any thoughts on that video package on the LAX versus the OGs coming up as an anniversary?
like you said, I like this video. Shoot, not only did it sum up the whole feud, even though if you didn't like the feud, this little package makes you like it because the package was cool. It separated the, like I was telling y'all before. I just had this feeling that they have to be separated, man. The Santana and the Bush, one with the Bush, they have to be separated some kind of way eventually on the mic or in the ring. You know what I'm saying? Where you got to see one of them on their own. So I think that's what's being worked out right now. Because when you see this package right here, they both are on the mic by themselves. The other one's not even around. You know what I'm saying? So they're giving off their character. They're trying to build their character now. So that tells me what I was saying before. It's about to happen. That was the point of them putting them with my man. Conan instead of with the new guy because this is gonna be broken up. And they using Conan as the mic work guy. You feel me? Either one of those guys can really get on the mic and carry a segment. You feel me? So they're gonna need Conan for that as they break up. I guess somewhere along the line they're gonna start beefing. I guess in this match right here, one of them gonna mess it up. You feel me? That's what I feel. One of them gonna mess it up and they're gonna start beefing amongst each other. That's why they with Conan. That's what I'm thinking. You know what I'm saying? And once they split up, that's when you're gonna know which one of them is a star. You know what I'm saying? But in this package right here, the one with the Bush, I wasn't talking about him as much, but he coming off good with these promos in this package. You know what I'm saying? But Santana, I think it's gonna be the star. That's just me, DJ.
All right, moving on to Joe Hendry versus Eli Drake, and Joe Hendry's Impact in-ring debut. I like Joe Hendry's little video he did. I know Casey had mentioned this as kind of one of his trademarks or something that he does, and I like it because it was unique. It kind of like we said, he already gives off a unique feel anyway, and then adding something like this just gives that little bit of an extra boost to the the uniqueness of Joe Hendry. So I like it. And it got in Eli Drake's head, which was interesting too. I like this little kind of a little bit of a promo cut as well. I like that they're giving him the confidence to go out and cut promos and kind of build himself in that way. The match was pretty good. I enjoyed it. I just want to see more Joe Hendry. I'm excited to see more Joe Hendry. Hendry ends up getting the roll up win too, kind of escaping with the win a little bit against Eli Drake, which I think helps him. Like I said with the roles before, I feel like roll ups can go one of two ways. Roll ups can either make you look weak, or roll ups can make the other person look strong while still giving you the victory. So like I think that was a good part about this is you don't want Eli Drake to look weak because he is one of the kind of future stars for Impact, we hope. So I feel like that they did a good job with this, and they kind of can continue this as well as Joe Hendry's first big thing. But Rabbit, thoughts on Eli Drake versus Joe Hendry?
Yeah, you know I love Eli Drake. Eli Drake. Dummy. But I like Main Man because not his wrestling, but his persona and the fact that he comes out with a package. You know what I'm saying? The package had my man dressed in drag a few times too. He kept on singing, "Dressing up is fun. Dressing up is fun." Oh my god! Now that was funny, Slim. That was first time out that joint, and so I like it. I like that right there. If that's what he do, I like that. See again, when like I was telling y'all before with the new film knockout last week, Shotzi, whatever her name. Whenever you let somebody be them, you got a potential for dynamite. You got a potential for a star. You know what I'm saying? They either fizzle out or blow up. You know what I'm saying? But once you let them be them, that's when you got the potential right there. And you letting him be him. He got the little videos. I like that, man. He had a nice little high knee and suplex in the joint. So he not no slouch wrestler or anything. So the suplex was nice and crisp. So it wasn't no little it wasn't no boxing at all, come think of. My man Eli Drake with a nice neck breaker. Every match is pretty. So I gotta give him that. Then he had a top rope leg drop that was pretty. So I like that too. Eli Drake is just one of the precise wrestlers in the business, You know what I'm saying? He's just like Double A. They're not gonna make no mistakes, you know what I'm saying, on the mic or in the ring, you know what I'm saying. So those two I like that off the break. But I want to see more Hendrix. I like the little video thing, you know what I'm saying. The match was a little fast paced, you know what I'm saying. But like when you say the roll ups, like I said before, you shouldn't know the end of anything. You know what I'm saying? All things are up on the table. You know what I'm saying? Just like when you watch UFC, you don't even know how this is about to end. You just hoping that somebody will be bloody when you finish. You know what I'm saying? But you don't know how it's going to end at all. You know what I'm saying? You don't know if a person will just get in the corner and just be like, I'm done. You don't know what's going to happen. You know what I'm saying? So it should be a professional wrestling too, where you don't know what's going to happen. If somebody roll up, that's it. That's what happens. You know what I'm saying? So that's how I have to look at the roll up. You know what I'm saying? That's me. But yeah, DJ.
All right. Moving into, I'm gonna put these two together because it won't really a lot going on in these. But we was supposed to have Andrew Everett versus Desmond Xavier. Although I skipped I skipped ahead by accident and I already saw Eddie Edwards in the ring. I still watched the entire segment. It felt like I don't think it felt like they waited too long on this. Like you could tell something was gonna happen. Like they were trying to get the match started, and it felt like it took like Desmond Xavier forever to get in the ring. It took like them forever to like actually ring the bell. Like all that. Like it felt like they just was like just waiting, waiting for Eddie Edwards' cue, I guess. And I like Eddie Edwards storming the ring and basically just attacking the referee because everybody else got out of there. They was quick with it too. They was quick. They got out of there quick. But I definitely thought, I like Eddie Edwards. I like this kind of heel Eddie Edwards. But at the same time, I feel like Eddie Edwards is one of those guys that almost needs a manager. Just because for me, he just doesn't always hit it right on the head on the mic. He does at times. He has some good witty lines. He has some good things. He says some good things at times. But for the most part, like just as a whole promo, I'm not a whole promo guy. I'm just not a huge fan of Eddie Edwards. But I'm excited for the House of Hardcore match. I like how he kind of mentioned it don't matter what kind of match it is, he gonna beat Tommy Dreamer up anyway. And then we had the backstage, not the backstage thing, but the Su Yung Madison Rain thing. And it was weird. It was like a dream, but Madison Rain was in the casket and she was there, and then the funeral guy turned into one of Su Young's little bugger thing, little whatever they call it. Like what? Like I don't know. Like this just like it almost feels like this is going over my head. Like that's almost what it is. Like it don't make a lot of sense. It's just kind of like it almost feels like it's filler. Like this don't feel like a championship feud to me. Like the stuff we saw Rosemary doing, I mean I know we compared it to, but like there ain't no comparison. This ain't nowhere near what Rosemary was doing. Rosemary was always interesting. Like with this, I feel like I'm like lost. I feel like I'm like out of my element or something. Like I don't know what it is, but I'm just not a fan. But Rabbit, thoughts on Eddie Edwards and the Su Yung Madison Rain funeral thing?
Now we came out wanted to see that match right there because those two right there, Everett and my man right there, would have been a nice match. So they need to be rebooking that and make sure that happens. Impact. This was first of all, it's some trash on the mic, complete trash, trash. No good moments, no golden star moments, trash. Then to me, this whole storyline for him fits more with his partner from the Wolf Nation. If Davey, I think his name is Davey.
Yeah.
If he would have played this part right here, it'd been way more believable. Cause I think he's more aggressive. This right here, it just seems like it's out of his element. It's just not him. He's not no hardcore wrestler. He's not even an aggressive wrestler. So that really makes it odd. Even a little kid in the crowd screamed out, one man talking about some he the new innovative violence. It just sounded so dumb that the little kid was like, no, you ain't. Like, what? Everything's so quiet, the little kid, you can hear the little kid screaming, no, you ain't. Like, come on, man. No, it's just dumb. When you got a little kid noticing how dumb that is, you over the top. It's just, to me, this right here, this part right here, then the next segment about Master Rain, these two, both of them is just completely need to be off the screen. They trash, both of them. And you already know how I feel about the stuff they doing right here with Rain. It's no talent for that. Let it go. Put these people in the ring. Give them the mic. Let them do the promos. But this right here, when you get back here and this stuff is just completely dumb. It's some stuff kindergartners do for projects. It's just stupid. So don't put it on the air. This is $1 million franchise that you wasting time. First of all, Eddie Edwards, he's a good wrestler. Put him in the ring, not with a 70-year-old doing a hardcore that he is not in his element. So you're doing two things wrong here. You're bringing out somebody, dusting him off out the closet, 70-year-old, acting like he a hardcore that was in the 80s and 90s. Now in 2018, you dusting him off and bring him out. His knees probably hurt. He can't even stand up on his own. His shoulders probably shot. But you want to put him in here with Edwards, who's not a hardcore wrestler, not even by the inch, not even this much. Not even nowhere near a hardcore wrestler. Not even aggressive wrestler. None of that. So you put him in this whole storyline, and he's some trash. The whole thing's some trash. Because first of all, he's not good on the mic. So that starts it off as trash. The storyline is trash. The writers are trash. Everything should be in the dumpster. But nope. They won't waste time with it. With the next thing with Madison Rain back to back, trash. So right now they got a whole dumpster fire full of nonsense going on for like 15, 20 minutes of airtime. Trash. Then you throw in Grotto and Katie. Now you got almost an hour worth of trash going on, man. Nah, I ain't even about to go on a rant because that's going to take me into a whole other world because this is nonsense, man. Once you get to this, man, it blows me because it adds on to the other stuff that you got in on the air for no reason. You know what I'm saying? It just blows me, yeah. DJ?
You almost wonder, like, I mean, I get like comic relief and like, you know, you got to have the funny stuff. I understand, like, I understand where they're coming from, but like, to a certain degree, why? like, why do we need any of this here? Like, you know, like I mean, because you got, I mean, I guess the thing is, you got wrestlers that can be funny, but not in like I'm a joke, like this is a waste of time way. So like,
in that WWE way, that's what's going on. That right there to me is just not. It's uncalled for. It's unnecessary. It shouldn't be done. Let them do what they've been working their whole life to do.
Yeah.
Wrestle and on the mic. Those two things is what they do all since they was 8 years old. Mic work and wrestling. Now you got them doing this stuff where they actors and they not actors. You got them in these little things, these skits. They not actors. So stop doing. Just stop, man. DJ.
All right, moving on to Sami Callihan versus Greg Osborne. This was a Jabba match where Sami Callihan would hit the get out of here and then uses Pentagon's mask that he stole. I like that he's still using it. There's like an obsession with it. I like that, especially considering given the match they're about to have. You know, there's like an obsession, you know, with the mask, and I like that. I like the way they booked this. And I like that he put it on Osborne's head and kind of had Osborne play the role of Pentagon. I thought that was good. I think it did good as he was sending that message to Pentagon. Pentagon does end up responding, which I like as well. I like the way they have Pentagon responding to with kind of his little in his own little world type of thing too. I'm excited for this match. I feel like Sami Callihan is obviously going to lose. I feel like he wouldn't look that different without hair. To be honest, like I don't notice this. I don't notice Sami Callihan. I don't notice Sami Callahan's hair a lot. Like it almost feels like it's just a mohawk. Like I don't even notice the long part that much. Like unless he just points it out. But I don't know. I like this. I like where it's going, and I like Pentagon's responses as well. and Pentagon will get him back a little bit later in the show. I might go ahead and just put that there too, so we can just keep it all together. But Pentagon would end up capturing Sami Callihan, kind of getting a little bit of retribution, which is surprising because usually, typically in wrestling, when whoever goes over on the Go Home show ends up losing at the pay per view, so that makes it an interesting thought that Pentagon maybe could lose, but then again, you never know. But Rabbit, any thoughts on the Sami Callihan Pentagon Jr. Aspects of the show tonight?
Yeah. The only thing I like about Callahan joint was it was a Jabba, complete Jabba. Jabba's where you don't know the names of them. So that's the only thing about that I ain't like. But I like the fact I like this whole thing because it plays on.
I wonder too, like your thoughts on this, like especially with a guy like to me, jobber matches do not make any sense when you're already established. Like it don't make any sense that you would take on somebody that wasn't even on the roster when you're already, you know what I'm saying? It's not even really on the roster when you're already in this thing that's already going on. Like maybe it's just me, but like I just feel like it's like random jobber matches, especially like this, like logically it don't make any sense.
I'm kind of in the middle on that because for the storyline to play out and have him in the ring, which they shouldn't have had anyway, but they got him wrestling. So you to have somebody in there, you don't want to have anybody in there that's on the roster that can tangle up the storyline. You know what I'm saying? Where you'll see this wrestler like he should be wrestling them. He should be in the storyline. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to mix it up. Right now you see a jobber, you don't think about him in the storyline. You just want to see him get off the screen immediately. You know what I'm saying? So once you put a bona fide wrestler in it, it's like, okay, why ain't no three-way? You know what I'm saying? It should be a three-way now. You know what I'm saying? So it muddy up the waters if he was to do that. You know what I'm saying? But like I was saying about Callahan, man, Callahan, I like certain things he do because he a throwback wrestler and everything, but the fact that he had that job it just threw me off. You know what I'm saying? But I like the overall aspect of what they was trying to do. Um, Play on the mask, keep the mask on the story, even in the ring. So I like the whole thing. Even put it on the wrestler. He was a jobber, so put it on him. Play around with that. I like that. That just throwback. You can't get no more throwback than that. And you never seen nobody play with nobody mask to the extent that it's going on now. You know what I'm saying? I to my recall, I never seen not even Rey Mysterio. Uh, it's a few people that Eclipse, what's his name? Hysoxis, whatever his name. He was vicious too. That was my man. Yeah. But you never seen nobody play with their mask all the way to the extent, you know what I'm saying, with the storyline where they just got their own kind of mask and they playing it, putting on wrestlers. I like this. So not only it's fresh and new, that I like it so much that it makes you think, is he gonna take his mask off for real? You know what I'm saying? So this is one storyline they hitting on the buttons with me. You know what I'm saying? So everything is clicking to the point where you're looking like he might take this off his face. You know what I'm saying? And what would that look like? What would happen? Was that happen? You thinking that now? You know what I'm saying? So the fact that they make you think that, the storyline is perfect. You know what I'm saying? So I like it. You know what I'm saying? Up until now, I like it, and I like Callahan because he's a throwback wrestler. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you throw back puts me in your column. You know what I'm saying? DJ.
The thing I like about Callahan too is we about to get into the pretty much the main event. It was the main event, but one thing I like about Callahan is he's so passionate. Like he don't say anything that you really like would be like, nah, that ain't true. Like he really makes you believe everything he says. He puts his heart and soul into every single thing he says. When he says he's the draw, you believe that he really believes that he's the draw. You might not believe he's the draw, but at the same time, you believe that he believes he's the draw. So like that's what I like about it. Like I think he does a good job of putting himself into it, like putting his entire self into everything he does, and that's what I like.
And like I said, what you're saying now is what professional wrestlers like. I always use Hogan, you know what I'm saying? Because he is just like that. You gotta embody whatever your character is, you gotta be that. You know what I'm saying? You can't. It's hard to explain, man. When some of these wrestlers do it half-ass, where they only doing it certain times, and it's like, all right, what about the character? You left that part off. You know what I'm saying? When you see Hogan, he always in character. It's just always dude, and it always it's just always. You know what I'm saying?
It's almost like you can't unsee them from the character, right? Like
you can't separate that person from the person, and you can't do that. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard for you to do
like,
that.
even to this day, like it's hard to put Terry and Hulk Hogan. Like it's weird. Like I can't even think of Terry. Even from Hogan Knows Best, I can't think of it because it's like.
And the only people that put those two together are diehard wrestling fans like me and you. Anybody else is not even putting those two things together. You know what I'm saying? So that's the thing. You gotta be 100%, like you said, in your character, and then he always in his character and with the intensity. And then I like even when on his promos in those videos in the ring, all that cover all four bases, aggressive and intensity. You gotta keep it, and that's his character. That's what I like, DJ.
All right, moving on. We had Allie with a little video package, kind of summing up her and Tessa Blanchard's, stuff that's going on right now, which I thought was good. I'm excited for that as well. And then we got into the main event, which was Tessa Blanchard and Shotzi Blackheart versus Allie and Kiera Hogan. I love Tessa Blanchard so much in every way. I've said this before, but I love her in every way. She's got the look, the confidence. She's one of those that when she says something, you believe it too. Yeah, she might be the best though for it. Like you really truly you're like, yeah, you know what? I can believe that, and I like it. And I kind of like having Don Callis on their side too, talking about how she could be the best Blanchard out of all of them or whatever, like just building her up, continuing to build her up, stuff like that. I think sometimes the little things that help out. I think everybody looked good in this match though. I think Shotzi may have gotten the short end of the stick, but at the same time, she got her time to get some stuff in too. I like Blanchard kind of screaming at her, talking about "Don't mess this up for me." I thought that was good. I thought that was funny. And it was good to see Kiera Hogan again too. She looked good in the match too. It was good to see her back again too, because sometimes these women get lost a little bit. Like there's only but so many things they can do. You got one title, you got one title, and then you got one more extra feud that can be going on. So like usually there's not but so many things that these women can do. So I think it definitely helps. That it feels like everybody's kind of getting a fair shot. I would think. But Allie ends up hitting the code breaker on Shotzi to end up getting the win here, and I hope they continue pushing Shotzi and pushing Kiera Hogan as well. I hope they continue to push them because I like them a lot. Rabbit, thoughts on the main event before we get into Moose and Austin Aries?
Right here, man. First, I like Ali. Little promo she had in the back on the steps. There's certain things she said that I like. She was like, she everybody keeps saying she a third generation. Okay, but what she learned? You know what I'm saying? Did she learn anything? Just because she was born third generation, what did she learn? You know what I'm saying? So I like that. That's a way to separate the fact that she was born into this legacy. You feel me? This Blanchard legacy, where you had Tony and Joe Blanchard. You feel me? And separate that and say, all right, what she learned though? You feel me? And then when you say what she learned, she's a cold beast. You know what I'm saying? I love this wrestler right here. I love Blanchard, female wrestler. She's starting to become one of my favorite wrestlers, female wrestlers. I need to see more of her. But right now, everything I've seen from her is more than enough to know that she's a cold beast. I love her mannerism. She's more managed than most wrestlers. When she it's hard to explain. It's most wrestlers. Some female wrestlers are more managed than others, and she one of them. She rich. She come down. She demands. She commands you looking at her like, all right, what you about to do? You know what I'm saying? She get you just look. And then her come out on the ring, on the ramp, it's perfect. everything about her. She needs the belt on her waist immediately, and she needs to represent the KO division. But I need to see more rounds. Her in the ring, more rounds, more rounds. You know what I'm saying? But other than that, I love her, man. I love her on the mic. Her intensity, like we were just saying with Callahan, she brings it all. All when she doing her promos, intensity, aggressiveness is there. And when she get in the ring, the intensity and aggressiveness is all on the screen immediately. You know what I'm saying? So I like that, man. And she never leave that character. So that's what I'm talking about. That's perfect. And I like Shotzi from last week. She didn't get to do anything in this ring, in this match right here, but be just in it. But I'm starting to fall in love with Hogan. It's just something going on here. Her name Hogan. She ran in red and yellow. Nobody ain't noticing that. She got the red and yellow. And you know what I'm saying? She playing off the Hogan. You know what I'm saying? I know that's what she doing. And then I love her. I'm starting to fall in love with her. She's starting to be one of my favorite. She's starting to be taking the place of Turn Terrell. Period. I need to see more of her in the mic. I'm starting to feel that about her. I like her. I love her. She fast. She aggressive. She don't stop moving. And then she ain't gonna look at you just because you big. She got these nice rapid kicks. Oh my god. She had a nice arm drag in the joint. She had a nice missile joint out the ring. I know Casey would love this one. Nice joint. She didn't even stop the stride, dog. She was just straight out the joint. Boom. Nice. On point. I love that. I love her. I almost want the belt on her immediately. But if I say something, I won't see her no more for 2 months. So what I'm gonna do, DJ, is act like I don't like her. You know what I'm saying? And go back to Blanchard and everybody start talking about them. But man, I'm in love with her. Ali had a nice suplex in here too. When she finished the joint with her finisher, I like that. But God, I'm in love with Hogan, though. And then Hulk Hogan is my favorite wrestler of all time. And then it's like she's playing off that to me. I don't know if the announcers haven't noticed none of that yet, but I see it. You know what I'm saying? And I love it because she's playing off her name, Hogan. And I love this, man. She's good on the mic. She's not botching. She don't never botch. And I love she got rapid kicks. Man, then when she did a missile joy out the ring, yes, I ain't never seen her do that before. And then she ain't stop stride. She hit that bottom rope. Pickle. I liked it. DJ, that's what I'm talking about, Smell. I love it. I want to see more of her immediately.
And then the final segment of the night was Moose. He came out to he wanted to call out Austin Aries, and he did just that. And I like this. I like Moose's intensity. Once he gets kind of revved up, he starts to going. And I like that. Plus, he's a big dude, so you believe it. You believe that he really upset at the people that he really upset with. And I like it. Austin Aries did finally come out. He tried to hit him with the chair. Does end up hitting him with the chair in the low blow, but Moose ends up coming back and ends up throwing him into the corner. And then now we kind of got this whole dynamic with these two, and I'm like, I see, and I don't know who I want to win because I love Austin Aries, but it's about time for Moose, like Moose has had this kind of slow build for a while now. He's had he had the Grand Championship. I think he even had the Kingdom Mountain Championship at one time, if I'm not mistaken. I can't remember right offhand, but I know he had the Grand Championship. So like I like that. It's kind of been a slow build for him, and we've been waiting for his world title run. Didn't get as much of Moose versus Lashley as we wanted to. Dang on it. But he still he's had some good stuff. I feel like so far in Impact. So I'm hoping that they give him a chance, especially since Austin Aries just won the title back anyway. It'd be a perfect time to kind of switch over to Moose, and I think it would work. I'm excited for this match. It's gonna be a good match. Austin Aries works well with bigger wrestlers. I mean, Austin Aries works well with pretty much everybody. But we definitely seen some good matches with him and bigger wrestlers, and most notably, I think most recently Lashley. And I'm talking about the one from a while back. I'm talking about the one. I think it was back in 2015, something like that. where he hit that guardrail. I still remember that match. That match was I love that match. Where he tried to hit his dive and he hit the guardrail and Lashley ended up hitting the spear and beating him. But that was back when Lashley was he had one against Jeff Hardy too, and I think Jeff Hardy did a swanton and hit the missed and hit the stairs, and it was crazy. I think if I'm not mistaken on that, but oh man, taking me anyway. I don't want to get too excited. Taking me back.
And we see the end. Those days old.
Unfortunately, but I feel like it's gonna be a good match. I'm excited. It could be match of the night, maybe even match of the year if they ain't careful. So, Rabbit, thoughts on the Moose Austin Aries segment to close the show?
Yeah, you know how I feel about Moose, man. You know, I always tell you that he one of the most athletic big men in professional wrestling. Period. Hands down. Period. You know what I'm saying? Hey, from DeMatha. Hey, I was born and raised in Northeast DC, player. Holla at your boy. I know you only get bald heads, but I put the hot towel on that joint and everything. Hashtag Surgeon Jones. You know what I'm saying? Go back to that. Hey, Moose, you my man, dog. You know what I'm saying? I praise you every week. I love your athleticism. The fact that you never botch nothing. You know what I'm saying? And you put in the work. You got the belts. You know what I'm saying? And like my man said, it's been a slow build up. It's about your time. So don't take my head off when I tell you this. I think Double A need to win this match, dog. You know what I'm saying? He has to win this match because he made a few key points. You know what I'm saying? One is he cannot lose to an inexperienced wrestler like Moose for the championship. Okay, that right there will make him look like just in the wrestling world itself. You know what I'm saying? He made that real clear, and I like that point. I like this promo for the fact that this whole build-up comes up to that. You know what I'm saying? So you can't do that. You can't lose to an inexperienced wrestler. He's been making that point all through this feud that he don't have no experience. He's just a football player, and they got a free ride, and now he's standing in front of me. I'm a professional wrestler. I mean, eating and sleeping in my car. You know what I'm saying? For years and years, you think I'm gonna let this football player who trying to use me to stay relevant on TV and beat me? You see what I'm saying? That's been his promo all this time. You feel me? So that's a build up as he cannot let this inexperienced wrestler beat me for the title. Period. Now, with that said, it got to be some fuzzy business, and it got to involve D'Angelo. You feel me? That's the only way that double can lose this title. You feel me? Other than that, my man got to win this match. You feel me? So it got to be some inference. It got to be some fuzzy business at the end. Other than that, it got to go to double A double. It got to.
It got to. Clean, man. He gonna win clean. You just ain't ready for it. You ain't ready.
Don't do it. It cannot be a clean win. If Moose, hey Moose, I love you. You my man. I got you. But right here, A double man is a cold beast. And I seen him beat big men like Bully Ray, Hogan. He ain't beat Hogan, but that was a nice match. You know what I'm saying? These big men. I can't see you.
Who did he cash in that option C on? I can't remember right offhand. I think he was a big guy too. I mean, everybody's big compared to Austin Aries.
Hey, that was Hogan.
Was that Hogan?
Yeah, no, Hogan was the manager.
Yeah.
He cashed in on somebody, I forget. You're right, but Hogan was the manager.
Might have been Bully Ray. Might have been Bully Ray. I can't remember right offhand. He cashed.
Bully Ray? Yeah. I think it was Bully Ray.
Yeah. But anyway, I'm excited. I'm gonna try my best to watch this Sunbursary show. We'll try to get something out. Whether it be a short review or a long review or whatever, any some sort of recap out on the show. But definitely hope you guys enjoyed. If you haven't already, be sure to hit that subscribe button, give a like, share the video as well. Be sure to share the video on Facebook, on Twitter, on Instagram, whatever you like to share it on, Snapchat. Whatever you want to share it on, be sure to share it. Appreciate Rabbit for coming by again, helping me out. So I ain't got to be all lonely. Because next week, I think I got to do NXT all alone and be all lonely. But because Casey going to be out of town. throughout next week. But we hope you guys enjoyed. We'll see you guys next time on the Impact Wrestling Review. But the next video will probably be NXT, if not a Slamversary review. But anyway, we'll see you guys later. Hope you guys enjoyed. This was your Impact Wrestling review on the Instant Classic Wrestling Podcast.